All right. It's Saturday?
It's Saturday.
Fuck. This 3 days off thing is it's messing with me. This is good stuff. Back here for another episode of the Jamhole. Look at this. We got a banner in back of us. That means
We went to
this shit is for real. So check.
check.
Okay, hold on now. I'll figure out which one to turn off. Oh. Check. Okay, you?
I'm one.
Okay, so 2, check you.
Check.
Okay, so 2 is the one. Check. Okay, thank you.
All systems go. Prepare for countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off to adventure in the amazing year 400 billion.
Obscene, dirty, filthy, immoral.
What are you people? On dope?
Welcome to the channel. Today is Saturday, April 25th, 2015, and my name is Matt.
And I'm BJ.
What's up, BJ?
Not much. What's up, Matt?
Episode 662 of the Jamhole, back for a week, and then we're taking off again to Barter Fair. Just got back from Infected Mushroom Show in Seattle. That shit was sold the fuck out. That shit was awesome.
It was pretty cool.
The stage show, it was cool to see like live musicians playing all of your favorite Infected Mushroom tracks. It's
Those
like
weird little creepy guys on the side.
I know the animatronic mushrooms were badass. Got the shirt, rocking. Boom, animatronic.
We got a lot of those.
Crew. I know I feel like they gave you a bunch of shirts. Did you tell them your roommate and friend had his nuts operated on
your phone? And I'm like, I have these codes. They're like, do you have the emails? I'm like, there's like 4 separate emails.
Yes,
And
I also do.
He looks at it. He's like, so how many? I'm like, it's like 8. So he gives me like 4 extra large. He gave me, I think, 3 large, 2 extra small. I don't know. Gave me quite a few. Gave me CDs for all of them as well.
Nice.
I don't think we got CDs with our packages, honestly.
I think we did. Some of them we did.
Mine and yours,
But
maybe.
not that many. Definitely.
And then the posters, we got the whole shebang.
We sure did. Did you enjoy the show? The lights didn't cause any epileptic seizures or fits or anything?
No, we were good.
Always a plus.
For sure.
Before that we made the trip to Montana and back just real quick, right? Just let's hop in the Neon real quick. We'll drive 10 hours just real quick. And then when we get there, we'll get all our stuff just real quick, and then we'll get back in the car.
We'll chill all night awake with our awesome roommate that we miss.
Yeah. We missed you, Bob.
Very much, Bob.
I got a message the other day. It was like, what's worse than getting your sack slit open? And I was like, I don't know, maybe getting your sack slit open twice. He's like, ding, 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 ding. Winner. Buy that boy a chicken dinner. And so
I got one about avocados and walnuts.
What did yours say?
Something about how it was that having one the size of an avocado and one the size of a walnut trying to stay in your pants, just it doesn't fit properly.
Not
down
enough
there.
room.
Yeah, it just didn't fit properly. Something like that.
I really feel like this is a PSA for all of you kids out there that may be getting older. And when you develop problems with your nuts and you get that shit cut the fuck open and fixed, right? Like when the doctor's like, you should probably rest. When they say that, you should probably rest, right? You should.
This is one of those times where we needed to shut Bob's shit down.
Yeah.
And we
like
weren't there
you can't get your shit cut open and fucking fondled with and whatever, and then sewn back up, and then expect to, just go back out and start lifting things again. You got to let that shit heal. Sacks, dicks, sacks, ass, like all that shit. It's nothing to fuck around with. This shit will kill you. You get cancer in your ass, you're dead.
That's
You're as good as dead. Nuts, same thing. I mean, you can lose a nut because you got a couple, right? But you gotta let that shit heal. You can't be running around having to get your sack slit open again and missing shows. You miss shows. You miss shows
before it even happened. I told him, I'm like, you got to chill. I'm like, you got to run around at the last festival. You got to chill out this time.
Got to get that sack healed, yo.
I had to chill last time because I had my surgery.
Got to find a cat that vibrates at a good resonant tone that your body agrees with, and you got to just elevate that sack with the cat right there, and you got to heal. Got to focus inward and just heal that shit. I'm telling you. Because if not, you got to get your sack slit open again.
And you don't get to go to the festival. I relaxed just enough.
You missed sold out infected mushroom shows. I don't know when they're gonna play in Seattle again. I'm sad you missed that. Really bummed. But we got a shirt coming your way, Bob. Do we have an extra one? Do we have a shirt, CD, and poster that we can just give away on the show? Do we have an extra? What size? What size?
We have an extra large.
For real?
One extra large.
That's an extra one. It's not Bob's. And it's
no.
Did we give Greg one?
Greg
got one.
Greg didn't get a shirt. We didn't have one for him and Natalia, so
so fuck him.
I couldn't get one to him.
No, that totally makes sense. So fuck him. So we have one
Tyler shirt, and Tyler.
Are we sending Tyler one? Do we have one to send Tyler?
We have a large one for Tyler. We have one. We have an extra.
Okay, so we have an extra large to give away.
The kiddos all have theirs,
and then one to give away.
Didn't make it. Yes, there's an extra large that is free to go.
Okay, so email info@thejamhole.com, and we'll randomly pick an address when we get back from Barter Fair, Spring Fair. So this weekend, right now is the 25th. It's Saturday after work.
Girls, just because you're extra small doesn't mean you can't apply for this.
No, you want
run around just in that.
You want just this shirt on.
And it's perfect to go over the bikini for the summertime.
Very nice, right?
Mm-hmm.
So working 410s at the Dab Lab, right? Gonna work my Sunday. Gotta be there at 8 a.m. And then gonna work Monday. I'm gonna work Tuesday. I'm gonna work Wednesday. And then we're fucking out of here. Going to Tonasket Spring Barter Fair. It is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday this weekend. So all of our camp is like our whole troop just kind of bailed. I mean, they didn't bail like on purpose. I mean, Kyle.
Some of them.
I guess Kyle's getting married or something. I don't know. Bob, obviously, he's recouping, and then he's kind of the main ride for everyone else that was going. So yeah, it's just gonna be me and BJ. We're gonna go out there, hold it down with Walter and the rest of the group at the Fire Watch up at the Tonasket Okanogan Family Barter Fair, Spring Fair. So there's still 2 more if you can't make this one. Don't worry about it. We're gonna be back in Montana at Lolo for Neon City.
So that's like 3.
We got Conscious Culture coming up, right? That's in Tonasket, and then the regular Barter Fair. So
and then one we probably won't be making it to, but Bob will
Pirate
be
Party
it too.
Yeah, I don't think I can. That's another trip to Montana and back. The Neon is leaking a little bit of oil, probably remnants of the Great Deer Catastrophe snowmobile trip in Idaho before I moved up here. And yeah, so it needed a new oil pan, which we have. And I came across a bunch of videos on YouTube like how to do it. I'm not even gonna try to do it. I'm sure it's not that hard. I got the gasket, I got the pan. I just don't have any tools. I don't know. I feel like I'll get it. I feel like
I'm gonna watch this video when we get done here because I'm pretty sure I could do it. You might have to order me 2
I'm
blocks
pretty sure,
to put your car up.
Yeah, that's not gonna. I'm gonna just pay some awesome local mechanic here in Washington to just put that shit in, and it won't be leaking oil anymore. They'll be all good.
Okay.
So that's cool. We should.
Don't you trust me to do that?
We should. No, we don't have a jack. We don't have anything to put it up on. The Neon is low, and it doesn't we don't have anything to do. We don't have any tools, and I don't want to go bug my boss. It's fine. It's totally fine. I do want to give Puffer a call though.
Our mechanic.
Yeah, let's give our mechanic a call. We'll see if he can
We're sorry. You have reached a number that...
Ooh. Maybe not. Let's is this one still hooked up? Maybe
He broke.
He's not answers.
Didn't you say something about breaking it?
Do we have? Oh, maybe.
Maybe he's got a new number.
Fuck.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Maybe does he have another number? I feel like there was another number. No? Was that? Is that the one we called? Shit.
We could FaceTime his ass.
Oh well. So what happened? You said, all right, we'll edit all that out. Okay, fast forward now. What happened? You said he like wrecked some shit or something?
Yeah, I just opened up that awesome Chromebook you got me, and I just looked over. The light was there. I said, "Hey, Puffer, since I'm kind of drunk."
Go figure. Par for the course. What day is it?
Yeah, that would have been what, yesterday, Friday?
Yeah.
So, anyhow, before I even get the next message in there, he says my truck's fucked. Was actually what it said. My truck's fucked.
Uh-oh.
Pretty much. What it comes down to is some person was going about 20 miles over the speed limit inside the town and just
ran a light? What, did they run a light, or how? You don't just
she was
you don't just go 20 miles an hour over the speed limit. Excuse me. And just run into somebody.
She missed the light. He couldn't stop in time. And
right.
Puffer's truck.
T-boned it, huh?
Yeah.
Was he hauling sleds? He wasn't hauling sleds. Snow's gone, right?
No, I believe he mentioned he might have been heading to the bar.
Oh, well, that makes sense. It's a day that ends in Y.
Sober at the time of the driving.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That sucks, definitely. But
I asked him if it was fixable. He said that it would cost thousands of dollars if he took to a mechanic.
He said, as a mechanic, it is going to be duct taped the fuck up. That makes sense. You know what's awesome? I always.
Then he mentioned fixing your car. He's like, but you left.
Yeah, well, that's all right. The neon will get fixed. It just needs the oil pan put on. So if anyone wants to kick in some funds to get that fixed and help out the show, thejamhole.com/donate, of course. And there's music on Bandcamp, CD Baby, and all that fun stuff. So this I found interesting. It's always fun to look back in the annals of history and see like how legit human knowledge was. Like back in the atomic bomb, Cold War hysteria days, it was all about like, if you see the flash of light, duck and cover, right? Get under your desk, duck and cover, and that will protect you. And you see like the old cartoons, they'd show of like people ducking under their desks and then the radiation just rolling over them and they're all fine and okay. So this was an ad in Time, I believe. And it says, A-bomb detergent, wash the radiation away. If you guys are watching live here, we can do screen shares. Afraid of A-bomb contamination? In the event of an A-bomb attack, wash contamination away with Flowbar. That's right, Flowbar. The Atomic Energy Commission recommends the use of detergents as beneficial because they promote effective and rapid washing away of radioactive particles that may settle on the body or become trapped in the skin oils. Do you have unsightly radiation causing you cancer? Well, worry no more, because you can wash them away with Flowbar. Flowbar is a device made specifically for this purpose. It contains a safe and gentle liquid detergent in a plastic soap-shaped container, which can be carried about for instant use. Be prepared. Protect your family and yourself by keeping Flowbar detergent on hand always. Buy yours now at stores everywhere or by mail. Flowbar.
I just feel that's a bunch of bullshit.
You think you can't just wash radiation away?
No.
So what I always then wonder is that do they know that, or is this something the purveyor actually believed? Like, did he wash radiation magically away? And he's like, holy shit, you guys, I got to tell people about this.
Oh,
Or
no.
is it a scam that it's snake oil? You're just trying to make a buck.
You are just putting that on the label of whatever the hell you were going to make last time, but now instead of calling it.
But that's a specific thing, or you're just playing on the fears of the time then, right?
Exactly.
So
If
whatever
we
it
make
happens to
you
be,
don't
it
know
could
if
wash
you're going to make
away.
it through it. You really don't know what's going
Right.
to happen. So you're going for the
So if
best
this
outlook.
was,
If this works, and like in the cartoons, the wave just goes over us, or we are okay.
this just washes it away. Flow bar.
Then that stuff that's there, that scare that everybody just had, is going to rush in, get that detergent. They're going to get fucking rich quick and wash all their clothes.
So
away.
if it was like Black Plague days, would it be like Flow bar, wash away the bubonic plague, kill rats on sight? They just play like if it was zombie apocalypse time, it would be Flow bar, wash away zombie viruses. 90 kills, 99.9% of all zombie outbreak virus.
Kind of that idea.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Did you see are we heading towards end times? Shitty winter in Montana, shitty winter everywhere, right? Droughts in California, right?
Yeah.
Earthquakes, and actually before this big one in Nepal we're gonna mention,
Where
there
we
was
have
one in Montana, right? In Montana, Idaho, and this says there was 3 of them, and this just came out the 24th, up to 4.2, and the one we heard about, which was like last week or 2 weeks ago, it was only a 3.7, or was it 2 something? It wasn't a 4.2.
It was 3 point something.
But yeah,
3.6.
Idaho, Washington, Montana, everyone there felt it. Bonner County Emergency Dispatch said in Sandpoint, it's where we were snowmobiling when I got my car hit. Flow bar, fix all the dents from deer hitting your car. The U.S. Geological Survey says magnitude 4.1 quake hit first around 7:30, centered 30 miles northeast of Hayden. It was crazy. They said the whole house was shaking. This person was outside with the dog. Dogs were like freaking the fuck out, I'm sure, right? Because dogs sense that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Then a second quake, 4.2, struck more than 3 hours later. And then a 6.1 struck in British Columbia's north coast. But there was no tsunami expected, luckily for them. So yeah, kind of crazy, right? Up to 2.5 magnitude aftershocks, like 4 of them. It happened in Montana in Butte, in Butte, Montana, making that crack a little bigger. On the Lucky Friday mine, a silver mine.
Whoa, you seriously didn't go Google in closer to Butte? I mean, that could have totally devastated the town. There's a
giant crack there, and fault
there's
lines.
tunnels underneath the whole town.
Oh, I'm sure, from all the mines, right?
Yeah. Like they said, if we had an earthquake, that's when we were kids. See, let's go to that. When we were kids, they told us if we had an earthquake in Butte, the whole town was going to sink.
I like one of the comments getting a little conspiracy theory, like possibly related to fracking by the Alta Mesa drilling. Possibly.
Those frackers.
Possibly you mother frackers just like killing the planet. Is this the planet getting revenge? Who knows? Nepal got wrecked though. 1,500 people dead. A 7.8 flattens the Nepalese capital of Kathmandu. That's insane. Effects
what's
were
our
felt
highest point on the Richter scale?
10?
10?
No, I don't know. The effects were felt in India with
12.
36 dead, 12 in
12.
Tibet, and 4 in Bangladesh. And there was also a massive avalanche that the quake triggered on Mount Everest, killing 18 people and injuring at least 30 climbers. So just, yeah, like crazy shit, right? First the weather, first crazy fucking weather, and then this, droughts, cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria. Anyone? So
Getting updated with the dolphins.
yeah, what are the dolphins still here? These people don't look happy. Actually, here, do you want to see pictures of people in the quake? Boom, we can do that.
They were so happy right before they took.
I know. And
then that
then
mountain.
these people haven't been heard from since the quake. and the avalanche. That's fucking crazy. Google Person Finder if you or your loved ones are lost. Also a good tool. This guy not looking very thrilled about being in a quake. It's like doesn't even have shoes. Where'd your shoes go, man? So here's where you can see the epicenter, right next to Kathmandu, triggering as far as Nepal, Bangladesh on the outer edge, China. So wrecking shit. Like, look at that.
That's crazy.
Crazy, right? thejamhole.com/live if you want to watch live, and you can go back and see the video of the previous show. It's up until the next one happens. So
YouTube as well. You'll
definitely
find it
check
there.
that out.
It's a lot easier to find on YouTube.
Yeah, subscribe to the Jamhole Comedy Podcast YouTube channel. It's not mine, my Matt Lee one. It's like its own thing now. If you're on the Jamhole Google Plus page, it's linked on there. But yeah, people just buried up to his neck as rescue teams attempt to dig people free. Collapsed building, capital of Nepal. Crazy shit. It's crazy too. I have this app on my phone called Smart News, I think. And every, like, I think 3 times a day at 8 a.m., at 1 p.m., and then at like 8 p.m., it gives you the top headlines of the day just in a little notification. And I woke up this morning, I think, and saw that one. And it was like 1,500 dead in a giant earthquake. I was like, holy fuck, that's insane. So, and some people were saying, was it this one that was like right on a big plate, a big fault line? So if that shook some shit loose, we may be seeing quite a few more of these happening. So definitely be careful. Have some disaster shit ready just in case. But yeah, then talking more about the avalanche in Mount Everest, 10 dead, climbers missing. That's crazy. I couldn't even imagine like being on a mountain as an avalanche is happening, but then a mountain that big, like just that mountain on a good day is fucking treacherous, right? And then like on top of that, to have an avalanche triggered from some crazy earthquake, fuck, it's not a good day to be a Sherpa, I'll tell you what.
That had some bad that's a really bad aftershock that you can fucking shake Mount Everest.
Big fucking mountain, right?
Yeah.
You say Everest base camp, huge earthquake, then huge avalanche from Humori. Running for life from my tent. These are tweets that were posted from panic climbers after the avalanche happened. Running for life from my tent, unhurt, many people up the mountain. That was Romanian mountaineer Alex Gavon. Later, he pleaded for helicopters to rescue the injured. He tweeted, huge disaster. Help search and rescue victims through huge debris area. Many dead, much more badly injured, more to die, if not heli ASAP. Like, we're going to need Red Bull. Red Bull, can we get some helis up here ASAP? People are dying. So, that's fucking crazy. If there's anything that brings people together, it's some shit like this, right?
Oh, yeah.
So.
What kind of near-death experience bullshit do you think is going to come out of this?
Of like people on Everest,
those that made it off, yeah.
I don't know. There was
it's always dangerous to climb Mount Everest, but the time that I went up it,
yeah, there was an earthquake, the 7.2 of 2015.
Survived the aftershock.
I don't know. It's interesting. I finished Mark Rusnovich's Rogue Code, which was really good. That's the 3rd book in the series of Jeff Aiken, and it's like computer hacking, but then crazy real world shit like malware killing people in hospitals by giving them the wrong dose of medicine, like shit like that. Yeah, but shit that can really happen or that has possibly happened. And so he writes, because he's a Microsoft programmer, so he writes this fiction in real world terms. Like the latest one, Rogue Code, was about the stock exchange and how all of these high frequency trading algorithms are designed to like do certain things, but if they all do it at once, it'll crash shit. So if somebody puts malware in that like makes the trades start happening, then their automatic algorithms kick in and it just crashes the whole stock market, I guess. But yeah, it was a really good book. But so I started reading now. It's called Superman, I think, The Art of Evolution. I don't know where my Kindle is. I have it on here probably. But there's a whole part in there talking about flow. This was a book Kevin Russell recommended from Simulate. It's The Rise of Superman, Decoding the Science of Ultimate Human Performance.
That sounds right.
And they're talking about this thing called flow. And they were talking about this mountain climber guy was like falling off a mountain, right? He like a gust of wind came, took his hat off. He twists to grab his hat and loses balance and falls. And like, as he's falling, the fear or the reality, I guess, of your imminent death kicks in some physiological process in your body that like seems to slow your perception of time. And he recalls as he's falling having all of these conversations. He had a lecture he had to give at a college tomorrow, and he's like, oh dear, I'm gonna have to cancel my lecture. I'm gonna have to get someone to lecture for me. Oh, but I'll be dead, so I guess that won't matter. Someone else will deal with it. And oh, I better take my glasses off because I'm going to impact here. And I don't want to, like, all of these really well thought out ideas and like how I should roll and move and this and that, like as he's falling in this long amount of time, but it was really only a few seconds. But they say that that's that state of flow that you get in. People that are like Danny Way was someone else he talked about that jumped the Great Wall. He says Danny gets into this meditative state almost where your senses are heightened and everything slows down and your movements become more precise and timed, and you really only experience that when you're in a life or death situation. And it's they're talking in the book like, how can we control that? Like, can you put yourself into that? And kind of as like a rapper, I kind of feel that once in a great while. It's not very often, but I'll be recording something and everything will just kind of slow down and you'll be in that like that state of like perfect oneness with everything, and the words are just coming out right on the beats that they should be in, but you're not doing it consciously, right? You're in this subconscious where your body just takes over and you're in this state of flow. But
that would be
people that have near-death experiences falling experience it a lot. They experience time dilation.
Drowning
that it feels
is good
or
too.
right, yeah,
That,
everything slows way
I
down.
say this because do you remember when I was telling you the other day about me falling in the river off the
yeah, when we went to the suspension bridge on our trip to Montana and back. She's never been to a suspension bridge.
No,
What did
I
you
have
think
not.
of that?
It was
It
cool.
was a little windy. It was kind of moving a little bit. There's pictures
I
on
don't know,
Google
I like
Plus.
it.
There's
I like
pictures
the
on
moving, like
Instagram.com/thejamhole and on the Google Plus page. So you can see pictures of this suspension bridge. But
it's really neat. But yeah, when I was telling you the story about going under the raft and like instead of letting go, like
did that happen? Like your
everything
life and
slowed
death?
down.
Right.
Like to the point of one of those tiny little things you're talking about, like take off the glasses.
Yeah.
Mine
have
was
a bunch
I
of those
was on the
moments.
raft with my friend Hannah, and the one I like really tiny thing like that I could tell you about is that I had just put her hat on. I'd wore a hat that day because I forgot to put sunscreen, and as a redhead, my head was gonna burn. That's not gonna happen. So she let me borrow. She's like, please don't lose my hat, please. So I'm holding onto the raft with both hands wrapped around the ropes because of knowing what's downstream, the water that's down there. I know they tell you not to do that, but there was a reason for it. And like all I could think of is don't lose Hannah's hat. Don't lose Hannah's hat. Don't lose Hannah's hat.
But very clearly, right? Not like a scattered, like, oh, fuck, I'm dying. It's a very clear, concise thought process.
Yeah. How, like, while I'm holding on to both ropes, I'm thinking, how can I not lose Hannah's hat? And I literally, like, let go. And I held onto Hannah's hat and held onto the rope with the other arm. So that when, I made it through, but I came back up and I'm like, here's your hat. I told you I wouldn't, like, it. Just weird out. Yeah, like this.
I experienced it a little bit when I was younger playing baseball too. Like when you're batting, you kind of see the ball coming, and it's not slow motion, but you can almost see like the threads on the ball coming all slow, and then you can just like, I don't know. I was pretty decent at batting, and so I could get into that flow state of sorts but without being in life or death. But I think there is something to the physiological side of like the adrenaline release of the life and death. Like when you're playing baseball, someone is throwing a ball at you, right? Regardless of how well trained they are or not, there is always that possibility that baseball is going to hit you in the nuts, it's going to hit you in the face, something, right? So that I believe that little bit of, you know, am I gonna get killed by this thing? I mean, it's not life and death. As this happens, millions of pitches are thrown, you know, throughout a season, and nobody ever dies that often, right? So it's not, but the fact of the matter of someone throwing a ball at you is enough that if you are focused, you can get into that state where everything slows down and your peripheral opens up and you have like full panoramic vision and everything is just on point, and you fucking swing and you connect with that ball and it just goes, and you're like, it feels so right. But you can't, you can take credit for it, but I feel like a lot of that's like subconscious. You can't really take credit. Your body, I mean, you can train and get your body more used to, right? Like you go to batting cage and all that shit, but
can you
train to do it on command? Like, can you, and sure, some people I'm sure can. I can't very often, but certain things, when I'm in the lab now, there's certain things that I just like, I get into this flow and I just like start doing it. And they say a lot of corporations have this built into their strategy now, because the more often their programmers, their coders, even their production workers, they can maintain a state of that flow, their work efficiency is like way increased. You're way better at what you're doing when you're in that state of flow. It's, I don't know, it's really interesting. I'm on Goodreads, and you can see what I'm reading and what I've read and what I'm going to be reading. So definitely check that out. But the book is called The Superman something. What did I just say? Oh, it's on the Kindle here. The Rise of Superman, Stephen Kotler. So thank you, Kevin, for that recommendation. It's really interesting. And it's neat that there's, you know, it's weird human shit like that all of us experience, but nobody has given it a name or a label or a category. So we don't know.
That happens to you a lot, though.
Right. But I'm saying it's one of those things you don't know until somebody actually like sits down and writes about it. And you're like, oh, I experienced that too. That's what it's called. Cool. And yeah, some people, I'm sure it happens to more than others, but I don't know. So the other crazy thing about not like the weather and then all the earthquakes and everything, this article came out about Yellowstone, and that there's this giant, and we've known, right, that there's a super volcano there, and that's fine. But what they didn't know, I guess, is that how big the magma was down there. And apparently they did some closer looking, and the magma there's much more than they had previously thought. They say underneath the national park's attractions and walking paths is enough magma to fill the Grand Canyon nearly 14 times. That's a lot of magma. Most of it is in a newly discovered magma reservoir, which the scientists featured in a study published on Thursday in the journal Science.
Yes.
So
there will be more for me to watch about this.
The Yellowstone's ultimate heat source reaches down 440 to 1,800 miles beneath Earth's surface and may come from its molten core, is responsible for fueling the newly discovered reservoir that lies on top of it. The magma chamber, which scientists already knew about, lies on top of the reservoir and draws magma from it. It is a 3 to 9 miles under the surface of the Earth and is what fuels the geysers, steamy puddles, and other hot attractions. It alone has a volume 2.5 times that of the Grand Canyon. But that's cool. No new dangers. The discovery does not mean that just because there's more than we thought, that shit's going to blow up quicker than we thought. You know, maybe more earthquakes on the right fault lines could create some instability there, some instability in the region, but who knows, right? Who knows?
And there's a little more to explode.
Interesting, though, right? That something that we've been looking at, right, as scientists for that long, and we're still learning new shit about it. Like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, they actually, not too long ago, just put a 3D
printer?
No,
what? Use your words.
Camera, like above satellite camera.
Oh, yeah,
like literally, like the way up satellite type satellites. And to
like the satellites in orbit?
Yes.
Gotcha. As opposed to the satellites not in orbit?
Shut up. They found a new way to watch the lava underneath.
Right.
To see
some infrared shit.
Yeah, a different.
That's cool. You know who else is watching stuff? Not with infrared, but some awesome cameras. Oakland Park, Florida, caught a thief trying to steal some ice cream. Just straight off, flipping the bird. I'm out. He stares at this cooler, right? In this little shop, a Chevron station. Just stares at the cooler for a few minutes. Just like trying to get the courage up, right? Like watching. Man, that ice cream looks good.
I don't got the money for that.
I don't, fuck, I'm broke. And he flips the bird to the cam, right? Like, fuck you, stealing the ice cream, and then he's out.
Nice.
So
Smart kid.
the attendant was sleeping. He didn't want to wake him up. I mean, you know.
So there's another thing you can throw in there. Should I wake him up?
Yeah. How much footage of this asshole fucking sleeping on the job is there compared to people like actually taking advantage of it? Let's see. In Weston, an up the skirt shoplifter. These are the best kind, right? The Jane's Addiction. I've been caught stealing once when I was 5. That kind of shit. Best kind. Just like food up the twat. Just
No.
iPods, phones, vape
Nope.
pens.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
$1,000 worth of electronics stuffed under her floral frock. The unusual theft captured on surveillance video, and detectives are seeking the public's help to identify this woman. Let's see. We, the public here, can we help identify this woman? Have you seen this woman? She has stolen a bunch of stuff from her local electronics store, up the skirt style. $1,140 worth of electronic kits for making specialty music, automated appliances, and remote control toys. They were discovered until an employee noticed an empty shelf about an hour later. Huh, I swear.
How do you not know
Did you just, hey, Bill, did you just stock this shelf? Because I could have sworn it was, fuck.
So then they go back and look on the cameras and watch the whole shelf just slowly, like stuff just disappears.
Yeah, there was a couple made their way to the aisle. The woman parts her skirt and busily slips 7 small boxes beneath the flowing fabric. A man can be seen giving her a couple of to add to their 5-finger discount as he scans the store to see if anyone's watching. Detectives say it appears she had a bag of some sort hidden under the fabric of her voluminous dress. A bag or just a large vagina? How many?
I'm gonna go with the bag.
How many electronics
I don't
could
think
you
it was
fit?
a bag. That was definitely sounds like the outfit was created. Because look at that skirt. Nobody wears skirts.
You'd have
like that
to though.
anymore.
You'd have to like get a bag, just because you don't want your electronics getting all sticky in the vagina, right? You got to put the electronics in the bag, and then the bag goes in the vagina.
Sure.
Right. So, pretty good stuff happening there. Glad that things are still getting stolen on the reg when we need things. I'm just gonna cop that real quick. The newest sport for fat nerds and non-athletic types, never in the
this
flow.
is a sport now.
Could you get into the flow of competitive vaping? Just blowing clouds,
No.
bro. I'm just a cloud chaser, bro.
You should send that to Sailor.
I'm
though.
just a cloud chaser, yo. They have cloud competitions. We're not talking about Google or Microsoft here. Plano, Texas. A small crowd gathers nearby as an MC yells,
If
1,
Jocko's listening.
2, 3, pull! And then they're all like,
Are you really sucking on that right now? Oh, okay.
gnarly vape club, bro. No, and these aren't even the right kind. These are just weed vapes. These guys are actually using more VG base because VG causes thicker clouds than a PG does, a propylene glycol or a vegan glycerin, vegetable glyceride, something like that.
Yes.
But yeah, they have judges, right? And they have 2 dudes. You got to see. Yeah, here we go. Here's a good picture. So 2 dudes just ass to ass, right? And then there's like a measuring board. You see that there if you're watching the jamhole.com/live. And they have the measurements. So you just kind of see who can blow the biggest cloud, so to speak. So, and you can actually win prizes, and they are a whole group of people. The fans are called Cloud Chasers, yeah.
I feel like this is a sailor thing.
Yeah, I feel like it's just they're all like they're like we're all just a bunch of bros that quit smoking and love our vape mods, and they're all like tinkering, trying to get them like tuned up like a race car to get your clouds. They're called Cloud Chasers, and the fans are actually called excuse my face, Cloud Gazers. Are you a cloud gazer?
No.
Are you a cloud chaser?
No.
Okay, well, they're going to take it to the next level in Vegas in December for the World Series of Vape. So keep an eye out for that happening. Half the 15 contestants spread out on couches where they begin tuning up their devices like drag racers tuning hot rods before a race. Is that what it was like? Or was it like a bunch of fat nerds sitting around shuffling their magic decks? Like, come on, let's be honest. There's nothing like drag racers tuning hot rods. These are not drag racers. Were there hot chicks in bikinis all like oogling over their hot rods? I don't think so, right?
There's nothing about that can even be. That's not an analogy.
It's cool. I don't want to be like the judgmental asshole, but your vape blowing is kind of silly. I feel like unless you're like smoking weed, like what's the fucking point? You know.
It's not doing
and we teach you properly how to be a weed whore on the internet, on Instagram and stuff, how you got to blow your hits at the camera. If you guys go to stuffstonerslike.com, search for Matt Lee, you'll see what review was that? What were we reviewing? What name was it?
Was it Dragon?
No, it wasn't the Zombie Stomp. It was Snoop's Blue Dream.
Not the one I was in. That was.
Oh, that was the one before that. What was it? Strawberry Haze, Zombie Stomp.
It was the Zombie Stomp.
It must have been. Was it? It was the Zombie Stomp.
It was.
Okay, so we'll put a link to the show notes in the Jamhole.com to the latest reviews. There's more deadly than weed out about Legos and how they've choked more kids than weed has killed. And then, the Zombie Stomp has BJ making a little cameo in it, doing some weed reviews for Mr. Doobies up here in Washington. So check that out, stuffstonerslike.com.
It turned out pretty well.
The Snoop's Blue Dream 420 review. The video is a little longer. It's like 8 minutes long, but it's us like sitting here getting blazed and rapping to some Snoop songs and just kind of talking about Snoop and his Blue Dream. Pretty nice strain though, I gotta say. Like it was definitely a bomb strain. We got a Strawberry Haze strain review out. More deadly than weed on roller coasters. There's been a couple more Ask Dabbies, Dear Dabby, on what temp you should be dabbing. And there was another one. What is Reclaim? And should I be smoking it? So definitely check all that stuff out on our friend's site.
Should I be smoking it?
Yeah, you can, as long as it hasn't touched water. Apparently, if it gets in water, then you gotta do like a whole ethyl alcohol or Everclear extraction, and it's just kind of a pain in the ass. But if you can get to the Reclaim, I like the Health Stone that has the 45 angle in it, because then all your Reclaim will settle there before it goes into the bong, into the water, and then you can heat it with a heat gun and drip it out into your Reclaim container. So, yeah. What is the best temperature for dabs? That's the last Dear Dabby. So definitely check that out on stuffstonerslike.com. Writing a bunch of cool weed shits over there. And a new 502 rec shop opened up here. So we're going to go check them out. Apparently they want to meet us and have some weed reviews done there as well. So very exciting stuff. A little more exciting than your vape contest. But hey.
I can't.
Different
That's not
strokes.
athletic. What is athletic about that?
It's not. It's just blowing vape dough. Just blowing out vape dough. Missoula man accused of sex with dog. Having the sex with the dogs. He's not going to be allowed to be around pets for a while. So understandable, right?
Oh.
Released on his own recognizance or not to have contact with any dogs or cats, including his own 6 pets.
Oh.
Do you think they're happy? Do you think the pets are like, why don't we get fucked anymore? That's sad.
I don't don't know. What depending
People
on
are
like what
so-
size they are. I mean,
Can I just say, dog people, you guys are weird. I would not be surprised if 90% of dog people fuck their dogs or get it on in some way, or maybe rub their wiener, something like that on their dogs. Dog people are weird. You cannot disagree with that. Tell me that dog people are not weirdos and that most of them fuck their dogs.
episode 100.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
I'm not a dog person anymore. On Monday afternoon, he appeared before Missoula County Justice of the Peace, who also barred the man from having contact with the owners of the dog he allegedly assaulted. You can't hang out with this dog or its owners anymore. That's how bad it is. That's awesome. They have a house full of animals, man. They have umpteen cats and dogs and rats. Was he fucking rats?
I hope not.
I'm setting up an appointment to be evaluated by the mental health center here in town. According to charging documents, one reported to Missoula police officer that she returned home to find him on the floor, on his hands and knees, with his pants down, and her dog on top of him. The dog was reported as saying, "It's not what it looks like."
What?
Weird, right? Just getting the Humpty Hump on. Let's read some comments. Do you have to really wonder if many native Montanans are really inbreds? That's true. Do you have to wonder? I'm not a native Montanan, are you? Were you born?
I am.
Are you inbred?
No.
Okay. Just sometimes you gotta wonder.
Have you noticed anything like that about me yet?
What I want to know is the dog a boy or a girl? Awesome. Montana, where men are men and sheep are nervous. Sounds about right. Good show. Good show. Just
Proud to be a Missoulian
like
right
keeping
now.
it weird. Right? Just keeping it fucking weird. That's good shit. I like it. I like that. Way to keep it weird. Interesting study here. Apparently,
They're gonna win the award this year for way to keep Missoula weird.
that's right. Dog sites.
They do have that.
Did you know this study's gonna blow minds here? Apparently, men will donate more online if it's an attractive female fundraiser asking. Did you know that? So if it's not just some homeless dude being like, "Can I have some change?" If it's like a hot chick that's like, "Oh, until I have cancer in these hot breasts, cancer in these tits, and this vagina, give me money and I'll show you." Obviously,
I can
men.
see how, yeah, it would, because it's not like you're seeing those things. All you're seeing is that poor girl with those big tits right there. Maybe I can save her life. I'll give her $1.
This is the findings of a new study into the differences between how men and women donate to online fundraising pages. Men tend to pledge more money when they see other men donating large sums, right? So it's like the bukkake theory, right? Like if a dude sees a chick getting like a bunch of load blazed all over her face, that dude generally wants to get in and blaze his load all over her face. He's like, well, if everyone else is doing it, right? So if a dude sees a bunch of dudes blowing their donative loads all over the jamhole.com/donate, right? Then all the dudes are going to be like, "Oh, I want to blow my load all over the jamhole.com/donate." Researchers say men may be signaling to women that they are kind-hearted. Think of it like a peacock's feathers, except in dollars and cents. More dollars than cents, though. Although the men may be acting out of altruism, quote, "One benefit might be in doing this, you get to signal to members of the opposite sex that you are a worthy individual to be chosen for partnership. See, honey, I'm a giver. Watch me give." Come fuck me now. Come fuck this peacock now.
Like, how do you feel? How would you feel about that? Like, okay, you just say gave 25 grand to this cause.
I don't know.
And
Does it make
now
you...
that person is like, oh, it saved my life. Like,
what about in tipping? Like just normal everyday stuff. Like, do you feel... I feel weird if you don't tip at all, but are you doing it to be like, look at me, I have money to just waste on these poor, lesser, well-off people? Or are you doing it altruistically to genuinely help another person or to make them smile? That's why I do it. I'm not peacocking. I used to work in jobs like that, and even getting like a 5 was like, it made your day, because most people give you $1 or $2. So even $3 more than what you would have given.
Why people do it, they
makes their
do
day.
it for different reasons.
I do it because it gets you all wet down in that ginger spot, down in that ginger snap, that ginger snatch.
Oh wow. Anywho, yeah, okay.
That Clemson
I
ginger
find
snatch.
that people do it for a couple different reasons. I work at a bar though. Like the bar is.
Men do it to chicks when they're at the bar, right? They'll slip you a 20 and the 20 will have a phone number on it. You're like, ooh, he was both generous and smooth. No?
No, I think that might happen in bigger cities, like when they like give them the
Yeah.
napkin and stuff like that. But smaller cities, they have time to talk to you.
Makes sense.
So like, hey, do you think you could fill this up? I swear to God, they know that I can't fill up those glasses.
But we're going to ask
But
you
this
anyway.
is our way to talk to you every time we tell.
Makes sense.
The Canadians do. They do it. I think I just figured that out just right now.
Researchers found that the average donation across the pages ran about 50 British pounds or $75. If a recent donor gave double the amount, both men and women would then give about 10 British pounds more than the average of 50. So we are just herd fucking animals. We go right where the most food is and just, oh, are you guys all giving money now? That's why it works at church, right? You see everyone giving money in the offering basket. You got to put something in because everyone's like, we all did it. What? Ah.
Because you're a fucking idiot.
Speaking of, we watched the movie Noah. Just because, right? Got back from Seattle, just wanted to lay around, just kick it, do a little research, watch some Netflix. And what happened to be on Netflix? Motherfucking Noah. So I was like, all right, let's give this shit show a try.
Only because the actors.
Holy shit. Can we say taking liberties much? Pretty sure the only true part of that story, as opposed as like the Bible says, as your truth says, was like the name. The dude's name was Noah. The rest of that shit you were kind of taking some poetic license with, and that's cool. You were twisting a story that was already twisted. So I mean, fuck it, right?
It gets more twisted over the years and every, now
what a
maybe
pile of shit.
Maybe
though.
the next Bible, the next edition.
Oh, what a good Lord, just a
but
Duke.
That would make fucking
Just
way
a
more
fucking
sense. Something
Duke.
like that. That's more
Doogie
realistic.
Howser just poops everywhere. So this is kind of awesome. In Colorado, a fire department lieutenant, a little bit of trouble over the radio, making lewd comments about a female EMT responding to the same call. It's like, yeah, I hope she gets there next so she can blow me. Hey! And the dude's just like, I'm on the phone. I can hear you.
Whoops.
The call comes in as medical dispatch. Quote, this is going to be a 73-year-old female, conscious and breathing, looks like knee pain from a fall. Engine 11 copies. And can you show us on scene, replies the lieutenant. The lieutenant starts talking about the female EMT. His mic is left on, and everyone hears him say the EMT's first name, followed by the department bicycle. Everyone gets to ride her. Oh,
Ooh.
sounds like everyone but you, huh, boss? That's why he's saying that shit. If he actually was getting a ride on her, he wasn't saying shit because that would blow his cover. He took a pass at her, I bet, and she shut his shit down. And now he's like, hey, look at this bitch, the fucking department bicycle. Hey, right? That's what went down.
Something like that.
He's then heard on the recording getting a warning from the dispatcher. Engine 11, open mic on tack 2, open mic on tack 2. The lieutenant goes on to mention a female ranking officer by name in a derogatory way. She was the top dog there. Top dog of this cock. Hey. Engine 11, open mic, tack 2. Engine 11, open mic, tack 2. The female EMT told 7 News she's still embarrassed, considers it sexual harassment, a hostile work environment, and defamation of character. Somebody's
someone blew her cover finally.
somebody's getting a paycheck.
She
Fire
did go be in that
departments.
like bicycle.
You guys are all
and then
fucking.
the one she decided to turn down was
Yeah,
like, fuck
blew
this.
up her spot, and now she's getting a fucking fat paycheck for it. Damn, you women! I'll tell you what, you guys, for all the equality bitching you all do, you guys get some pretty sweet perks, right? Like you can just roll in anywhere, pretty much, get a job, and then exploit that job and get paid pretty much for the rest of your life. I can't do that. I can't do that with this dick. I can't just whip this dick out and exploit people with it like you ladies can with your boobs and pussies. That is a cold, hard fact of life.
I do with my dimples.
Well, dimples, tits, pussies, butts, whatever. And
guys can have dimples.
Yeah, we can.
I've had guys do it to me with their dimples.
Oh, 4 of the 10 counties in the nation, this great nation, this gangsta nation that we live in, that we have all been invited to. Biggest increase in heavy drinking, guess where? Northern Kentucky. Nice job, Kentucky.
Whoa.
Yeah, right? New study finds Bracken, Mason, Lewis, and Owen counties. Pats off, dance off to you guys. That list, they're on 9 of the 10 counties are in Kentucky. Number 1 is Loving County, which is in Texas. So Kentucky and Texas, right on.
Loving County.
1 and 2 on the study's list of the 10 counties with the highest increase of heavy drinking among men. Do you think this also correlated to the domestic abuse numbers? Like heavy drinking equals high domestic abuse and other bullshit like DUIs, obviously.
Over baby population?
Silly shit like that, yeah. Not somehow, like, is it, do you just not know that you're about to come, or do you just make the terrible decision of not pulling out? Because, like, I'm the pull-out king. Who's the pull-out king? I'm the pull-out king.
Well, you are.
I'll tell you, I've never been so fucked up that I was like, oh, I'm about to come. Ah, fuck it. Right? Like, you always know. How? I don't understand that. I don't understand. Are you just that fucked up that you're just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna ruin my life right here?
I really
busting it on the face is so much more fun anyway. I don't see what you guys are doing blowing loads inside these hoes. I don't love these hoes. I'm out the dough. Blowing loads in the face. I'm like, here's a 5 spot on the dresser, bitch. Now get up out my place. I spit game to hoes all day. Dangerous hoes. Spit game to hoes.
Okay.
It's obviously something we're going to look more into. It definitely makes me think we need to assess, you said ass, something and up our services to adults. Yeah, you think? We have such a heroin issue, and so many counties in this part of the state are having. I'm afraid that sometimes, not that, you know, we don't want to focus on heroin, but that there could be a problem with alcohol and drinking. Maybe we just haven't focused enough on these things. So, yeah. I mean, one thing at a time, right? You can't just blow your load all over heroin and drinking. You got to focus. It's all about the focus.
Yeah.
So, pats on the backs, Kentucky and Texas. Alcohol Awareness Month is in April. So we're halfway through there. Oh, this is pretty awesome. A former banana importer sentenced Thursday 12.5 years by a judge who said he distributed cocaine for years to maintain a party lifestyle that eventually led tragically to a woman's death. Sometimes you gotta make sure that the bitches you're partying with can keep up. Sometimes you just can't keep up, and then they die like that. You gotta be careful that, you know, you're not more awesome than what your body can handle, and that what your party host can handle. You can't out party your party host, because then this happens. So Judge said that he displayed callousness and indifference at a sex party in 2009 at a Manhattan hotel when a woman died from a combination of too much cocaine, alcohol, and awesome. He wasn't going to take a chance. Too much awesome. If you can't contain the awesome, like, you got to just shut that shit down. He wasn't going to take a chance that his cocaine-based lifestyle was going to be exposed. It's like, I can't take that chance, ho. The judge said Hoey conspired with others from at least 2005 to 2010 to distribute large quantities of cocaine in social settings in exchange for social and sexual favors. The cocaine distribution was integral to his lifestyle of cocaine, sex, and parties. As I would assume any lifestyle of sex and parties, that the cocaine distribution would be an integral part of, right? You can't just have crazy sex lifestyle parties without cocaine. I mean, you just can't. You could have booze, but then you're going to end up just having gross, drunk, let's all come inside hoes and get them pregnant parties. And as we all know, if you come inside these hoes and get them pregnant, then they can't party. And then, you know, they want to like raise the kid and shit. So I know, right? Fuck that. I'm here to party, do cocaine, and fuck hoes. So speaking of, who's Little Miss Attractor here? I've noticed a couple times when we're at these parties, women just roll up to you and they're like, you are fucking hot. Let's hump.
Like energy.
And then they just like, it's this ginger over here. And then they just like rub their stuff on you. You get their phone number, and then hopefully we can all hang out later.
Both of them talk to me.
I know. Can we all fucking hang out later or what? I'm still here.
Is why I'm
What's up?
the one in charge.
I know. Because if I was in charge, what? Yeah. You'd be thanking me. Like, where'd all this 18-year-old tail come from? Oh, it must be Matt being in charge.
Yeah.
I know, they are kind of annoying. There's a few nice ones, but
your
man,
choice of women
there's certain
sucks,
young ones that are just
me.
like, God damn, will you just shut up and suck on this dick?
Like,
goodness.
You have had these youngins. And
I know. Trying to teach these youngins a thing or two.
The thing is, you can't teach.
I know. I am slowly.
A young girl.
Listen, I am learning that
feelings don't exist.
I am learning that lesson.
Like, if they're gonna have them, they're gonna have them.
No.
And those young girls are going to
fucking Christ, man! I'll tell you what. Not worth it. Almost. Borderline. Not worth it.
So am I that borderline? You found one that was old?
No, you're well worth. No, not at all. You were already. You came pre-packaged, ready to rock and roll. It's these other hoes, these other honey hoes out here, tripping. These hoes be tripping.
It is not worth it.
I know.
I know. It's not borderline at all.
Trust me, I know this now. So I just want to say, good game. Ain't no game if ain't good game, and you got good game. Good game, girl. Damn. Look at her. Look at her.
This is it, too. This right here. That's the game.
That's it.
I don't say shit, do I?
No, she just came up and started bumping her butt on you. Just like that. Fuck, man. To have a vagina and some boobs. Am I right? Am I right? You have some nice boobs.
But they weren't even out last night, were they?
No, not really.
Or the night. Well, the night before, but no.
Are they out now? See these?
No, there's 2 shirts actually.
What the fuck?
We've got the Jamhole shirt.
That's good.
And then we got the red
coming
shirt.
Off. I feel like I should take this lower third down so we can actually see what's going on there. What do we? There we go. See?
No,
that's not too bad. See, you gotta watch live. You can see this. What? That's not too bad. You got it. You kind of got it going on there. What happened? Gonna have to fuck you again after this. Kind of getting me
battery
excited.
To the show.
Sorry. I know everyone's like, "Oh, come on, put the camera back down."
You can't see the poster. You're ruining the poster.
We don't need to see the poster. We need to see those tits. All right, that's gonna do it. Oh, first there was a dude. He was driving his car, eating a corn dog. Not even bullshitting. And he starts choking on the corn dog, right? Fucking crashes his whip. Just corn dog in his throat. Just oh, in Oregon. Good Lord. 52 years old. Just so all
So
right.
where were you going with this girls are attracted to me thing? You were
Oh,
going
I was just
somewhere with
saying
that.
you got another set of digits at this infected mushroom show, and I thought that was awesome. Hopefully she comes and hangs out with us at the spring barter fair and
I'm
isn't
always
a
getting
total shit
digits.
show like some other people we've had hang out with us. I'm sure this will be fun.
She looked a little bit older.
That's
Like,
all right. Maybe
yeah.
that's what we need,
Yeah,
right?
she
Like the
looked
other,
our
a little
age,
older.
somewhere
We should
within our
start
age group.
focusing on older ones. Like our
You
friend
think?
in Idaho. She's a little older, much more put together and civilized, I feel like, right?
Yeah.
So maybe you're onto something there. Your boobs might be onto something. So Spring Barter Fair, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Come check that out with us. And then Conscious Culture Festival, just look it up. It's on Facebook and all that. And then the regular Barter Fair, which is more
Barter
towards
Fair.
fall. Barter Fair, Farter Bear. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. Other than that, thejamhole.com. Check out stuffstonerslike.com. I got some headphones, so I'm going to start recording some new rap music. Of course, the weed reviews, like I said, on Stuff Stoners Like, and we'll be recording a couple more. Yeah, we got a couple more coming. We got some strains actually just waiting to get reviewed. So, yeah, we'll be doing some more of that probably after Barter Fair. I got a week of working 10-hour days, and then we're out of here. First camping trip of the season, right? I'm excited. We got the tent. We got everything. We're good to go.
Got the little tent.
So watch out for earthquakes, right? Fuck, man. That shit is no joke. Just shaking my boobs now, shaking my boobs. All right. Email info@thejamhole.com. Thejamhole.com, of course, is the site. We're on Stitcher. We're on iTunes. Give us a review.
Still on Beyond Pod.
On Beyond Pod. We're always on Beyond Pod. So check it out and hang out with us socially. Got an Instagram. Kind of posting pictures of weed stuff and dabs and all that fun shit. And the Google Plus photo albums. Awesome shit up there. And of course, Facebook and Twitter. So we'll catch you probably sometime after Barter Fair with a new show when we get back. So stay well. Peace out.
Bye.